Hello, I'm back with my homework again. What are we talking about today, bro? If you're currently planning to propose to a fiance, you may be stressing over whether to blow the 3 month salary on Tiffany or Debbie's ring just for a natural diamond that promotes a diamond is forever. But take my advice. Don't be a sucker just yet, because right at this very moment, in the East inside, real egg-breathing line in Henan Chinese, a few local aunties sitting by airport machines, mulching sunflower seed, and gasping are clearly breathing out thousands of really fearless diamonds every single day. Today we are diving into the inside industrial revenging story, how Chinese labor grows diamonds took 16 years to drain global lecture canters, often they high horse, and how today they ended up serving Silicon Valley's AS chips. The story stands on a bad note. Back in the 1960s, during Chinese intense industrial build-up, the natural was desperate for diamonds. Don't get me wrong, nobody was using them for purpose back then. They were the teeth of industry needed to count the missiles, aircraft, and precision machinery. But back then, a Western blanket lay by the US and such African debris imposed a, a ruthless embargo, refusing to sell China even a single carat. With no options left, Chinese engineers had to build it from scratch. Chinese engineers had to build it from scratch. In 1963, inside an extremely hyper-live story, Chinese researchers successfully synthesized China's first African diamonds. Then in 1965, they engineered an invention that Westerners still call a cheat code to this day, the callback press. Western countries used massive two-valve hydraulic press that were separate, expensive, and insufficient complete. Meanwhile, China's callback press was brutally simple, ridiculously efficient, and dirt cheap. It was like Western scientists boiling birds' neck soup with labor entrancements, with Chinese locals set up grunt iron pots in Henan to do who will sells diamonds cooking. First forward, past 2010, Henan didn't just produce industrial grade anymore than upgrade. They teach to produce game quality lab-grown diamonds. One an endless spring for Henan ice covers at a variations of the coast, flooded the global market. Traditional Western diamond grants completely lost their mind. They spent the meaning of anti-lab diamond aid campaigns trying to claim that live group diamonds aren't real. They have no sale, and the reshoot Chinese factory just smelly and used them shine protection power to turn diamonds from largest flakes into cheap local produce. In the end, even the bear had to bow down and admit label diamonds are real diamonds and even started ordering from China themselves. Talk about completely smashing a century-old Western romantic scam. In this part, some some skeptical overseas reviewer might ask, if it's mass-produced in factory, how can you call it a real diamond? Time for some hardcore physicals. Let's hit in with physical philosophy and chemically speak. Speaking, what is a diamond? It is literally just a copper. A Q-based crystal composed of pure carbon. If you zoom into a diamond's molecular structure, it's just cobalt atoms holding handles, forming the thinnest interlocking crystal lattice on Earth. Chemically, it's identical to the graphite in your pencil lead. The only difference is how them carbon atoms are arranged. Naturally, diamonds are ice-formed and ground, while lab-grown diamonds are ice-formed in a refrigerator. The physical rules, chemical makeup, and optical re- reflections are 100% identical, if anything, because lab diamonds are grown in clean lab environment. They are often bold and more flawless than natural ones put with super resins there. So, what the magic do Chinese factories use to turn grasses into diamonds? There are two men teach such school in the world. The first method is HPHT, high pressure, high temperature. This method is all about Boran's friends. It completely mimics in the violence environment deep inside the edge. A tiny diamond seed in place in the center, packed with a great height, powered and loaded into China's signature Cuber press. The machine fire up industrial blasting temperatures to 1,300 degrees Celsius to 1,1600 degrees Celsius and applying a terrifying pressure of 5 to 6 gigacalories the pasta. That's about 15,000 to 16,000 times atmospheric pressure. In this exmer in this In these extreme frames, graphite carbon structures broken down, forcing into the recrystallize on the seed, growing bigger like a rolling snowball. The second metal is CVD, chemical vapor deposition. This is one sound like straight up sci-fi. Instead of brief force, diameters set are placed into a ball pressure vacuum chamber pumped with a mixture and hydrogen, high energy microwave or lasers, then super hot in the gas, smashing the molecules apart into a cloud of charged carbon guided by electric fields. These field carbon atoms drift down like water snowflakes, generally stacking layer by layer onto the side. They literally make it real diamonds. Armed with these two core technologies, Chinese unlocked God mode in the diamond world. Let's look up some jaw-dropping numbers. Today, Chinese produce over 19% of the world's endurance diamonds grade. In the gem quality label diamond market, China centers over 15% of global supply. And where is all this happening? As the things goes, look to China for diamonds and look to Henan for Chinese diamonds. The entire supply chain in hyper-concentrate in Henan province. Absolutely, the absolutely expensive is Jijin Counter in Shangqiu, crowned as the live diamond capital of the world. The live diamond ring of your finger most likely come from here. Meanwhile, cities like Qingdao and Fangcheng, the rest is highway base for industrial diamonds, talc, and aerospace super hard materials. While the capital city, Zhengzhou, acts as the R&D brand, Henan Province super hard material industry alone boasts an annual output well of 14 to 15 billion RMB, and the Chinese factory keep pushing the limits of Henan imagination. Many people ask how big can a lab ground diamond actually get. Just recently, on June 9, 2026, Henan Public List company 力量 Diamond often carries announcement a game-changing world record. They successfully cultivated a single crystal Libra diamond wearing a staggering 246.82 canters, shattering the world record, measuring the 14.5 mm by 14.6 mm. It's two nearly 2 inches wide. Western observers will left speechless because this means Chinese has entered unchecked territories in a super large single crystal constellation. But did the Chinese factory grind so hard to make massive diamonds just so wealthy flowers could wear fist-size ring? Think bigger, the chairman of Lilian Diamonds bluntly stated in the interview. Breaking them limited was never about making shining jewelry, because in 2026, label diamonds expresses in a mind-blowing crossover. They became the ultimate cooling pill for Silicon Valley's AI chips. We all know how crazy a AI boom is right now. Nvidia, largest generation AI chips. Nvidia's largest generation AI chips boiling inside their computing power, but they also driving a mate boarding 2,300 volt of power. What does that mean? It's like squeezing all the heat of a high-power kitchen stir onto a chip the size on the figure near for every 10 degrees Celsius increase in temperature, a chip's lifespan and performance get cut in half. In the past, we used copper and aluminum hot zinc, but in 2026, fixing hard levels resembling the surface of the sun, traditional metal reached the laser limiters. Copper simply couldn't keep up. If that heat isn't drying out, a $14,000 Nvidia chips will instantly fire itself. That's when scientists opened the periodical table and realized what is diamond, the most thermally coordination metal on each. Diamond's thermal conductivity at room temperature reached 2002. 2,200 were more than 5 times that of copper and nearly 15 times that of silicon, so the ultimate sci-fi scenario happened. Ultra-pure CVD diamonds, therefore, are now being attached directly onto the card heart of Nvidia's AI chips. The moment heat generates the diamonds in structured space, diamonds has obviously become the only emission high single material for high performance AI. And currently the only place in the world that can reliably mass produce them. Semiconductor-grade diamonds had seen at scales in China Henan province. While Western elites in Silicon Valley preach about high-tech AI black gates, they turn around only to realize that if they don't want them survival chase fair, they have to line up to thin diamonds, simply contract with factory owner in Henan, China. You couldn't write a better revenge speech. At this point, many overseas wares are probably opening Taobao. Chinese massive shop acts with tripling hard, but when you search, you'll get totally confused. A card submit label diamonds on Taobao costs only a few hundred RMB, which is like 100 to $200 USD. This has gotten be glasses of fake, right? Let us set the record straight for our global artisan rituals. Please trust me, it's totally real diamonds on Taobao. It's 100% for real label diamonds and it's real diamonds. Why are they so cheap? Because in the face of necessary industrial capacity, artificial scarcity is a joke. Chinese factories don't sell you diamonds forever fairness. To them, it's pure capital. It's pure capital sector, no difference from cabbages grown in a field, so naturally they ship it straight from the factory follow at wholesale price. This has created the furnace culture contrast on the internet, on Reddit and X. Western middle class guys interestingly post, guys, if you buy a label diamonds for my purpose, well, my fancy finger out is fake and drum me. Meanwhile, in Chinese revival, seconds on Taobao and Xiaohongshu, Chinese girls post. Girls got a 2-carat real diamonds for $300. Its shining spring used the $400,000 I saved to build extra thousand gold bars and go on vacation. Only fools pay with the diamonds counters now. That is buried. Yet Harlem Rose. That is brittle yet hilarious practicality of the Chinese internet. So, to all the romantical guys watching this, what are you still hesitating for? Take my advice during the teach insert baiting and ditch the narrative trap. Why not diamond download Taobao on AliExpress right now and buy your girlfriend a real large diamond straight from Henan, China for a cup 100 you satisfy her card dream while serving a future in crash. More infiltration you can afford. Tell her, honey, this diamond doesn't just represent my love. It represents the ultimate pinnacle of human teach keep Nvidia's AI chips from it down. Isn't that the most hardcore, romantic declaration of love in the world? Alright, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this cross-culture teeth breakdown, don't forget to like and hit the notification bell. See you next time. Bye.